We've all seen the viral video from Gaza, men being executed by the resistance and crowds cheering. But who are these people? Why are they being executed? And what's the bigger story behind this moment? These men were members of ISIL, but who exactly is ISIL? Why are they in Gaza? And why are Palestinians, who normally value justice and life, cheering their execution? Watch this.
Langley in Israel, as you can look up, CIA, or in our case, the Mossad, we thought we should ask, what shall we call it in English? And he came up with the Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. I mean, if it were to have initials, it would be ISIS.
This is not the ISIS I'm talking about, but it's pretty similar. ISIL emerged over a decade ago in Iraq and the Levant. It's a foreign-backed extremist militia made up of fighters from all over the world. Their mission? Ethnically cleanse indigenous populations to create a fanatical ethno-state. Sound familiar? Just like ISIL, Israel was founded by foreign settlers, people claiming Jewish identity, who came from Europe and beyond, ethnically cleansed Palestinians in 1948, and built their own ethno-state, the Jewish state in Levant, JSIL. Both ISIL and Israel share the same vision: remove the indigenous people and build a state just for their own chosen group. And their methods, ethnic cleansing and settler violence, are horrifyingly similar. ISIL has always viewed Hamas as apostates. They've called for their destruction and even launched attacks in 2017. ISIL wants to rid Gaza of its freedom fighters, the last stronghold against the ethnic cleansing and settler colonialism by the Jewish state. Strangely, ISIL never attacked Israel. In fact, they shared borders in both Syria and the Sinai and never clashed. One time when ISIL accidentally injured an Israeli soldier, they apologized and Israel accepted. Now we get to the real question. Why are these ISIL fighters even in Gaza? And why were they executed by the resistance? The answer lies in what Gaza has been enduring for the past 25 months. A brutal genocide carried out by Israel. One of the ways Israel is committing this genocide is through starvation warfare, by sealing the borders and blocking aid trucks. They've been starving over 2 million Palestinians, children, elderly, entire families. While doing this, Israel told the world, it's not us, Hamas is stealing the aid. But after months of investigation by independent journalists and even the United Nations, it was proven Hamas was not stealing the aid. This exposed Israel's lie, and under growing international pressure, they were forced to finally allow more aid in. But now that Israel was being forced to let aid in, it faced a problem. How do you keep starving Gaza while pretending to feed it? Because ending the starvation would mean the resistance wins, and the genocide would slow down. Let us be clear. Israel isn't starving Palestinians by accident. It's a deliberate strategy, designed to make the people of Gaza turn against their government, to break their spirit, collapse the resistance, and declare the land for ethnic cleansing. So Israel found a new method. Let the aid in, but make sure it never reaches the people. How? By arming criminal gangs to intercept and loot aid and attack the resistance, especially the units responsible for securing the aid. The perfect candidates for this sabotage? ISIL-affiliated militants. That's why Israel has been arming, funding, coordinating, and even providing air cover for ISIS-linked militias inside Gaza to destabilize the resistance from within and starve the population while claiming innocence. These ISIL-linked gangs didn't just steal aid, they targeted the very people trying to secure the aid and distribute it. This led to the documented deaths due to starvation of at least 440 Palestinians, including more than 147 children. These men were not innocent. They played a direct role in the starvation of their own people and in the mass murder of hundreds of civilians. Their actions were a heinous betrayal. Now ask yourself, are you against the execution of such people? Do you believe executions are always wrong? Did you condemn the US when they executed Osama bin Laden? Or is your outrage only triggered when Palestinians defend themselves? Meanwhile, Israel has been executing Palestinians for the past 77 years. Look at this man thrown off a rooftop by Israeli forces. No trial, no press conference, no outrage from the West. And here, two elderly Palestinian men abducted by the Israeli military, used as human shields, then executed. Their names, their stories, erased. But we remember, and we say their names. The number of Palestinians executed by Israel in the past 80 years surpasses anything the Palestinian resistance has ever done. They execute men, women, and even children, not only in the streets, but inside the prisons. Torture, humiliation, and summary killings are routine. Yet you stay silent. Where is your outrage? And Israel gets creative with its executions. They executed a Palestinian man with Down syndrome using a dog. Who does that? What kind of mind uses an animal to maul a disabled person to death? The last time the world saw such barbarity was under the Third Reich. If you condemn the Palestinian resistance for executing ISIL terrorists, men who starved and killed civilians, but you don't condemn other governments for executing their own terrorists, then let's be honest. You are not acting from principle. You're acting from racist double standards. You are dehumanizing Palestinians. You are saying we don't get to defend ourselves. If you've stayed quiet while Israel executes civilians daily, elders, women, children, disabled people, indigenous people trying to survive on their land, and only speak up to attack the resistance, this is dehumanization. That is complicity. So let us all take a stand. Let us not be racist bigots, because Palestinians are not less human. Let us condemn all forms of state and settler violence, the Third Reich, ISIL, and JSIL alike. Palestinian lives are not worth less. Our resistance is not less legitimate. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video informative. Yalla, tell us what you think in the comments, watch my other content, subscribe, and stay tuned for more.